So another tool you can use in an asynchronous setting is the screenshot checklist. Now, the purpose behind the screenshot checklist is to, in a sense, look at the process in which a student gets from point A to point B. As you know, in a lot of businesses with a lot of different aspects of what we teach across the board in all our different schools and campuses, what have you, one thing becomes really clear that there's a lot of methodology that takes place, whether it's writing, constructing an argument, putting a carburetor in a car, whether it's analyzing how a surgery takes place or how you program a website or the way that you draw something or cook something, whatever the case may be. There's a method to the madness, as we would say. So what screenshot checklist does for you is you basically tell the students step by step, this is exactly what I want you to do. And by in essence taking a screenshot of what they're doing, you could check the process of what they're doing. So this way you can check what they're doing and spot the flaws in their understanding of the material through the process that they go through to get from point A to point B. So what I've given you here is an example of how you can use the screenshot checklist. Now, with the screenshot checklist, you can obviously use slides, or you can use Google Doc as well. But the whole notion is that you basically create a list of steps, and for each of those steps, they have to fulfill what you are suggesting that they do. So this way, their learning process becomes easier, and in a sense, you are there with them, even though you're really not. So what we're gonna do right here is I'm gonna use an example of something that an art teacher or someone in the School of Design can use, or if there's something that you want them to actually create. So what we're gonna do here is I've created the screenshot checklist on slides. And what the objective is that at the very end of the process, we want the students to be able to draw the face of a wolf. So as you can see here, the assignment's called Wolf Screenshot, and it basically says follow my instructions here and copy and paste your screenshot or picture of what you are making next to mine. I'm not gonna lie to you folks, I'm clearly not an art teacher, but let's wing it and see how this goes. So let's say, for my first one, I would say create a foundation using rudimentary shapes within this cross. This is the foundation in step one. Now, the great part about this is, let's say that my student creates their little slide and I notice that the ears are off, or, that maybe it's not centered. I can put my comments in, I can, make my suggestions each step of the way and let them know what they're doing great or what they need to improve upon. So this would be step one. Hey, create a foundation using rudimentary shapes within the cross. They would do that, copy and paste their image, or screenshot and paste it right next to my slide. Next, add facial features to Wolf, keeping symmetry in mind. Then the student would take the next step, put that picture in. Then, hey, add details to facial features and foundation for hair. That's the next one. And then accentuate the snout and eyes with a Sharpie marker, so on and so forth. Add more hair detail to the forehead and cheekbones. Add hair details to ears and chin. And then make last touch-ups and see as you see fit. And like I said, each step of the way, I am providing feedback to the student. They are doing it independently, yet I am also there with them, giving them instructions. Now, obviously, this is a very rough example of what we're talking about, but you kind of get the sense that you can customize it to whatever it is that you teach. And if there's a process that you want the students to go through, they can basically go step by step. They don't skip any process. They don't skip any step of the process. They don't try and find the path of least resistance. They do the methodology. They go through the rigorous step-by-step process to get from point A to point B. And even when we're not with them, they could still be able to do so. Check it out. See if it works for you. Thanks. Just give me 1 second. I'll be right there.